Hey guys, so I told you I'd give you a little bit of a tour of kind of what goes on here at Honesdale KOA in the Poconos. I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the campground. Looking into some of the information on it, looks like the campground has a little over 100 sites. As you can hear, it is pretty quiet, and it's around 1:30. 2 o'clock. So, but behind me they offer the canine camp for the dogs, and it's actually not a little small. I mean, it's a pretty nice little area, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's for the dogs. And then like today I think they got like paper brown bag bingo, and they got candy bar bingo, and I think there was one other kind, I can't remember, but I think there's like 3 different bingo games, and they do have like a lot of activities going on here. So but like I said, it's really not a busy campground at all, at least not this weekend here. But then we got like some more campgrounds, some more campsites behind us, and everything looks pretty well spaced in between. And earlier we went to lunch at Honesdale pub, and the food was delicious. They gave you so much food, it was just too much. I couldn't even finish my meal. And then this is like another site, and here we got a camper coming in. Nice size camper. And so we got that. I think they said they got, four more campers coming in today. So, and right now it's about the time of check-in, so here we have another one coming in. We could just sit here and watch campers come in, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty quiet, as you can hear. And then we got another camper coming in. This one's a Class A. Yeah, pretty cool. So last night we did not see any sightings of any bears, and didn't hear any bears. But we did hear like I think it was like a coyote or something, and it did seem like it was pretty close. But then over here behind me, there's some camps. There's like some tent sites, and then just walking up a little bit, we have some cabin sites. So you can see the cabins. Very nice cabins. They do have a swimming pool. They have like a slide that's for the kids, and that's pretty awesome too. But yeah, like I was reading where they do have like certain nights they have like karaoke. They have a lot of stuff downtown. That they have a lot of doings to do downtown, and that's pretty cool too. And then I guess a lot of shops. So I guess we didn't go in far enough, or we didn't go where all the shops were. We just kind of went where it was very congested, and yeah, I didn't care for that, just because I don't know, I just thought the way people were, it was just like crazy. But yeah, so then over here we have Honesdale, a little bear family, and you can like stick your head in there and get your picture done. That's pretty cute. And then we actually have the little pond, and that's pretty cool. Get a little leery because I don't like snakes. And then up there is the slide, as you can see. Oh, the slide, and then the pool's behind there. And this is actually this one here I believe is the goldfish pond. They have fish in there. Let me see if we can see any. Oh yeah, I mean, they're like little red ones. I think you can see. But they're kind of, yeah, if you look really close down, they are down there. Yeah, they hear me, so they're kind of like scattering. But anyway, so we got the pool, we have the bears, and then continue walking up through the campground. They actually have cottages, and the cottages here, they're pretty nice. There's the cottages, really nice. And then up here we're walking up towards like where the office is, and that's where everybody checks in and stuff. Yeah, let's get past these people. But then they have the jump pad over here and the pool. And then here we have the office, and that's pretty cool too. They have a lot of bear statues on their deck, which is, it's really cute. They're nice. And then coming up here, they have like the laundry, and they have the rec hall, which, you know, they got the bingo games there today. And then here they have like miniature golf. Which is pretty nice. I believe they have horseshoes, they have cornhole. Trying to think of what else they got. Just some really cute games. Let me see. And then, yeah, this is like the laundry, and then they got a lot right here. And then over there that's where the rec hall is, and that's where everything is going to be tonight or later on today for like the bingo. And then on this side, they kind of had the play area and the pool. It's just like a nice sized pool. I'll kind of take you up there and show you that. And some more campgrounds. Like I said, there's like over 100 sites, but there really isn't a lot of people here this weekend anyways. My friend said Memorial Day that it was pretty packed. So, and then they have their tractor with a wagon, probably for like hay rides for the kids, which that's cool. And then over here, that's the jump pad for the kids. That's pretty cool. And then we have, looks like Strike It Rich and Fun. And then this thing right here says, it says, strike it rich and fun, get yourself a bag or bucket of mining rough, pour some of the mining rough into a sifter, hold the sifter with 2 hands and place it in the sluice. Move the sifter back and forth and the water will wash and the sand away and reveal what you have for gems. And yeah, this is pretty cute. And then let me see if I can give you kind of an outlook of this. And then here we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then there's the pool. Nice size pool. And then, yeah, more sites. A lot of empty sites. I guess maybe next weekend they'll have a lot more people coming in for 4th of July. We'll actually be up at our permanent camp up in New York for 4th of July. So, yeah. So, you know, there's the pool. Pretty nice. It's getting some use in it. I didn't go in it because it looks like it does look like it's gonna rain, and it looks like there's like such an overcast. And then we have the actual playground for the little kids. That's pretty cool. Oh. Still just looking around. Numerous sites, empty sites. And there's, down there's our little camp, our little travel buddy. We're in site number 4. Yeah. Oh, this is another little picture thing right here for the kids. Honesdale KOA, Pennsylvania service line. That's kind of cute. And then it is a pretty big campground. I just don't know why there's just not a lot of people here. Because it's already I think it's already in the middle of the summer season. And then we have more campers coming in, and everybody gets escorted into their site, which is really nice. Here it comes. Yep. So here's our site. Yep. And then that's our friends right next to us. And then Michael's got a little fire going, so that will be it. That is basically a little tiny tour of the campground.